As far as FOIAs, it's actually a relatively simple process, and there are materials online that can help you. You also want to check out your own state statutes, because generally there's a federal FOIA and then there's your state's version of that, of a public records law, that you want to cite in your letter. And again, you need to send that to the government entity. Don't bother sending it to CCA or GEO, because you will not get a response. But you can request copies of those contracts from the government that has that contract. The other thing that you need to do is nag them after you send it. So you need to call and follow up periodically, ask if they got it, is there anything you can do to help expedite the process, when can I expect to get this information. So it's, again, feel free to contact folks here at AFSC, or, if there's a local chapter. And again, there are a lot of great online resources as far as that goes as well.
Also, in terms of monitoring contracts, I also suggest you follow the legislative process really, really closely in your state. See what RFPs are getting put out there. If you are able to have input on the RFP process at all, that would be a good place to try to get input. We've pushed for that for years and years, to actually have the public involved in RFP process. Get to know your FOIA law, your state's FOIA law inside and out. And if there are time limits, make sure you hold people accountable to the time limits. So if they need to get a receipt back to you in a certain amount of time telling you that they don't have the record or they need an extension, they should be doing that if there are time limits in the law. So know the law inside and out. And then if you have problems with it, sue them over them not answering it appropriately. I really encourage you to sue them. Usually, I think that it's a pretty easy procedure, and you could probably get the ACLU involved. They've helped us in the past, actually, when we were having difficulty getting information. So I think it's really important to monitor the legislative process and what is happening in the DOC, and being connected to people in prison is really critical to all of this, because they know what's going on, and that's our model that we use. We're really, really connected to folks inside. They tell us when stuff is hitting the fan, and then we're able to act on it, and then we monitor from the outside also.